2025 we're gonna be playing, I mean 24, we're gonna be playing for 10 more minutes until the procession is coming, and we want to receive the graduate. unos cigarros y a seguir con la amistad. En la carga celebrando, a gozar la libertad. Pues entonces que soltamos lo que hubimos que ganar. Todos hablaban de su cuerpo, de cómo los puso a temblar. Solo les cabe decir esto: a mí me enamoran, sí, sí. A mí me enamoran, oye. A mí me enamoran. Cuando se hubo
Thank you.
Yeah. You want the full shot? You want everything? Is that good? This like it. Is that good? We're good?
so proud of you. And I want to thank Juan Carlos Pozo for all of that music at the beginning. That was awesome. Thank you. And now we will start with our board president, Georgia Acosta. If you will please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Ready and salute. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please remain standing, please. We have a special treat with the national anthem. And our teacher, Teresita Marchicello, is going to do this. So please pay attention. Here you go. Go for it. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' bright glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave? Now you may be seated. I want to let you know that this whole ceremony is being live streamed, and it's due to the Watsonville High School Video Academy. So let's have a round of applause for them. I also want you to know that these people on the stage here to this side, obviously you know these people, they're your teachers and classified staff, great people. But on this side, these are people that are well known in the community that have come to celebrate you tonight. So I want to introduce some of the people. First, representing the Honorable Speaker, Assembly Robert Rivas, is Dominic Dursa. And then we have our school board trustee president, Georgia Acosta, who you heard with the Pledge of Allegiance. And Adam Alamanskow is here. Kimberly DeSerpa. We have Ed Acosta from the Central County Office of Education, and also Abel Sanchez, who comes every year. Great to see you. We have Patricia Donahue, who is the president of Seroptimist. And Fire Chief Rudy Lopez, who is the keynote speaker. Dana Sales. Dana's been known, well, you know what, he was the man of the year. He's in the Watsonville band, and Dana is well known. Welcome. Michael Jones from the Rotary, Watsonville. Manny Pinera from the Building Trades. And Leonard Gonzalez from the Northern California Building Trades. And we have one of the instructors, Robert. And Jose Mendez. Okay, we're good. I tell you, it's hard to keep track of everybody. And these people are so excited to be here because of you. That's the important thing, you. Focus is you tonight. So, I also wanted to, obviously, celebrate the teachers. So if the teachers would please stand. And let's have a round of applause. And then we have our classified staff. Yes, please stand. Oh my goodness. You may wonder, what does the classified staff do? The question is, what don't they do? They're the ones that go out and get the flowers. They're the ones that help me with my speeches. They're the ones that make sure everything is organized. We can't function without them. Thank you. And in the back, we have our translator, Eva Guzman, and Eva comes every year. She has retired probably, 10 years ago, but she comes to this event to be here for you. And Eva, thank you so much. And then we have Andrea Botsford, who is in charge of this Mellow Center. Believe me, all the lighting, everything that goes on here, the booking, thank you. Thank you. So I want to welcome everybody to the 2024 Watsonville Aptos Santa Cruz Adult Education Graduation Ceremony. I want to start with a special award. Murray, could you come up, please? Murray Scheckman was our superintendent this year, and it's with sincere appreciation that the adult school thanks him as our interim superintendent. He's well known locally. He served as principal in 6 PBUSD schools, the last being Watsonville High School. He was an assistant superintendent before going on to become a professor at San Jose State. Murray, we want to thank you for your dedication and service to PBUSD and the adult school. We present you with a small token of our appreciation. At today's ceremony, we come to honor the diligent graduates from Watsonville Aptos Santa Cruz Adult Education, a WASC-accredited institution. And that's a significant thing because that means your diplomas are the same as a high school diploma in our district. And we have a passion for you, our students, and we greatly appreciate all the diversity in our school. Students, you've worked hard to achieve the requirements for the high school diploma, completing your credits, GED and HiSET students, you've taken and passed 4 or 5 comprehensive tests required by the state of California in the areas of reasoning through language arts, mathematics, reading, science, and social studies. Medical students, you've mastered the skills necessary to become professional administrative medical assistants or clinical medical assistants, certified nursing assistants, dental assistants, EKG technicians, pharmacy technicians. That's a lot of areas. And cosmetology students, you've completed 1,000 hours in preparation for taking your state board examination. Congratulations. And then we have our pre-apprenticeship students who've completed 144 hours and achieved your MC3 certification. It's a big deal. Good for you. Thank you. We are also here to honor people who've studied hard to acquire American citizenship. Students have acquired citizenship to enjoy the privileges and opportunities that United States citizens have, and you're able to participate in democracy. This is going to be a great night for you. Congratulations. Students, I've listened to you, and I've heard you say and express the many challenges that you've had to overcome to be here tonight. Whether it was moving from various cities and numerous schools, or maybe it was expressing violence or abuse in your home or neighborhood, anxiety or depression may have crept into your life, but your can-do attitude has helped you succeed in spite of COVID-19, the floods, and all of these challenges. You made it. Now, you are even better prepared to make a difference, and you will. Congratulations on what you've achieved tonight. A dream does not become reality through magic. It takes sweat, determination, and hard work. And that's according to General Colin Powell. And he was the Secretary of State under George Bush. Whatever it is, graduation, certification, or citizenship, persistence and dedication are what brought you here tonight. Dreams. You believed in yourself and persevered until you reached the goal of graduation. The skills you have acquired have prepared you for college and the world of work. Now, everybody knows Walt Disney. Walt Disney started with a vision, and he had big dreams, resulting in Disneyland. Think about that. He just started out like everybody else, but he had an imagination and he had a dream. He said, all our dreams come true if we have the courage to pursue them. And that is exactly what you did. You have followed your dreams tonight. There's a good reason they call these ceremonies commencement exercises. Graduation is not the end, it is the beginning. And tonight is just the start of your dreams. Now, I'd like to introduce to you our new superintendent, Dr. Heather Contreras. She comes from Modesto and has had ties to our area as her grandparents were from Watsonville. And she is basically coming home. She's been a principal at the elementary and middle school levels and has supervised high school principals for the last 7 years. We're very lucky that Dr. Contreras chose to come to the Powell Valley. In addition to her knowledge, Dr. Contreras has come to PVUSD with lots of energy and enthusiasm. She's launched a new campaign, Look, Listen, and Learn. She's visiting schools, listening to the students and community, and hopes to learn from us. It's my pleasure to introduce to you Dr. Heather Contreras.
very nice welcome. Good evening, graduates, families, and esteemed guests. It's my great honor and privilege to stand before you tonight to celebrate the incredible achievements of our adult education graduates. This moment represents not just the culmination of your academic journey, but the embodiment of perseverance, dedication, and the unwavering pursuit of your dreams. There's no doubt in my mind that each of you, as Dr. Vilicic mentioned, has faced unique challenges and made countless sacrifices to reach this milestone. Your determination to continue your education, often while balancing work, family, and other responsibilities, is truly inspiring. You've shown that it's never too late to learn, to grow, and also to transform your future. Tonight, we celebrate not only your academic success, but also the strength of your spirit. You leave a set of powerful examples for your families, your communities, and for all of us here at Pajaro Valley Unified School District. As you move forward, remember that this is, though, just the beginning. Continue to embrace learning, seize new opportunities, and strive to make a positive impact in the world. We are immensely proud of you, and we're excited for the possibilities of what lie ahead. Congratulations, graduates.
Now it's time for the keynote address. And that is from Rudy Lopez Sr., who's the chief of the Watsonville Fire Department. Now, Chief Lopez served the Watsonville Fire Department for over 29 years, and he held various positions within the department, starting as a firefighter, working his way up and down to division chief, fire marshal, and then finally, the big chief. He has a very interesting educational background, which should interest you. Guess where he graduated from? You got it, right here, the adult school. He's like you. He came back to get his GED and then continued his education. He settled in our community with his wife and 3 children, and his son, Rudy Lopez Jr., is a police officer. We welcome Watsonville Fire Chief Rudy Lopez.
Well, all right, good evening. All right, I'm excited to be here. People call it nervous, I call it excitement. Okay, first of all, congratulations to all of you for finishing what you started essentially. And as Dr. Bilicic said, this is only the beginning. And there's a few things that I want to share, but I want to thank Dr. Bilicic for inviting me to speak this evening. I never say no to these opportunities. I have a lifelong commitment to give back to my community. I'm super proud of being from Watsonville, being raised here for the most part, having much success, but having a lot of struggles and failures. And I'm going to share a little bit about that with you, if that's okay. And then I'm going to share some in my experience, 5 points for success. If I can do that, is that okay? All right. And I want to thank the teachers as well. Without the teachers, imagine you wouldn't be here. I think the role of teachers, they have an opportunity to be impactful in young people's lives. And as difficult as it is, and they're vastly underpaid without question. I have the utmost respect and admiration for what they do. Thank you. So the road to success is not a straight line. Some people, it may be, it definitely wasn't for me. In fact, I was born, not in Watsonville, I was born actually in Mexico, and I was brought here as an infant. We lived in Watsonville, my parents and grandparents, farm workers, were canneries, difficult home environment. My parents divorced when I was a little boy, and it broke my heart. It set me off into a course that was destined to have me end up either in prison or dead. We went back and forth between Los Angeles and Watsonville, and went to local schools. You know, what you experience as a young person has lasting effects as an adult. And it can leave a lasting positive impression, or in my case, it can wreak havoc on your confidence, your self-esteem, and essentially, you start losing hope. But I want to share hope with you tonight, because everybody needs hope. It's there for us. Sometimes we don't recognize it, and sometimes we don't appreciate it, but it is always present. And so, in my struggles, my parents divorced, I lived with different people, different relatives. I lived in people's homes who I didn't feel welcome. And I shared with my high school students, I teach a fire tech class, and I shared with them this evening about the two probably lowest points in my life. One was when I felt unwelcomed in a home, and I was hungry, and I was denied food, and I remember it was raining. I remember walking downtown. I ended up under some stairs, the old PG&E building, under the stairwell, and just wondering, what would the future bring for me? The other time was when I was, all right, those who hired me can't fire me now. I was in juvenile hall, right? Because I had gotten involved in a gang as a teenager. And I actually attended Watsonville High School. I was expelled my freshman year for fighting. All right? And my girlfriend, I got her pregnant. So you can imagine, out of school, kicked out of school, unemployed, soon to be a father in juvenile hall. Well, I ended up back there and we had a baby. That was one of the lowest points in my life. Just being fearful of what lied ahead for me. I am so grateful for people who have spoken into my life and gave me hope. They've given me inspiration, and they made a believer in me. Those things that happen to you when you're young, yes, they are somewhat ingrained, but today science has proven that you can make like these neural connections in your brain, and you can learn that way of thinking. And almost like become a new person. But it does not happen overnight, right? And it does happen in my time. I eventually, that second time in juvenile hall, and I was sharing this to validate, essentially, those 5 points that I want to share with you. A counselor spoke to me and asked me, quite frankly, and I hope I'm not being too forward with you because I'm used to speaking to firefighters. My wife sometimes tells me when one of my chief officers will call me to discuss operations and I'm speaking to them and I'll hang up, my wife says, you need to be nicer to them. So, this counselor addressed me and says, what are you doing here? I heard you're your father. You have a baby at home? Got kicked out of high school? You're a gangbanger? What are you going to do? What's your plan? And he asked me those tough questions, but he also put his hand on my shoulder and gave me encouragement and gave me the inspiration to believe that I can actually turn this thing around. But it would take some hard work and some determination and a lot of sacrifice. And it meant that I was going to be uncomfortable. It meant that I was going to be awkward and be in an environment that I'm not accustomed to being in. Well, I took his advice. It didn't happen overnight, but I incrementally began to change and began to develop into the man that I knew my wife wanted me to be. I ended up marrying that young lady, and I've been married to her for 43 years. Where are you at? She is my best friend. She is my confidant. I try to be the best husband to her that I can be, a gentleman. I treat my daughters the same way. So we ended up raising our 3 children, and you know, they're successful first as human beings. Our youngest, Rudy, as the doctor mentioned, is a police officer, police sergeant. Our middle child, Teresita, she's an entrepreneur. She owns a cafe on the Seascape. And her eldest daughter, Yolanda, writes contracts. We're super proud of them. When I look out on you, I see myself. True, I was in adult ed. My wife was in adult ed with me. She graduated. I earned my GED. She had a higher level of education than I did. But you know, it's not always what you have, it's what you know and what you've learned, right? And what you do with what you've learned. And so I'm going to share these 5 keys to my life success. Number 1, be good. Be good with who you are. Learn to love yourself. We're all unique. No matter how anybody has made you feel, no matter what anybody has done to you, it's not your fault. Find out who you are and why you do what you do. I was an angry young man, and I figured it out. Now I see the good in people. I don't see people always for what they are. I see them for what they can become. That's why I love speaking to young people. Number 2, aim to be successful first as a human being. And you do that by demonstrating compassion, empathy, and sympathy towards people. I used to hold grudges. I used to have resentment towards people. I do not hold resentment towards people. I cannot stay angry at anybody. That is cancerous to your spirit. It will stop you in your tracks. It will eat at you. You got to learn to forgive people. Doesn't mean you forget. Doesn't mean that you make yourself vulnerable to them. But forgiving releases it. Number 3. Okay, here's I know that you hear a lot of positive talk tonight, but I'm going to be real with you. Embrace the fact that you will have difficulties, failures, and disappointments in your life. That's the real world that we live in. That is how you respond to those difficulties, to those challenges and disappointments will determine your success. I told my class tonight, when things get rough, when you're down, that's the time to fight the hardest. Rely on people you can trust. Surround yourself with people who encourage you, who support you, because you will face difficulties, disappointments, and failures. I have failed more than I have succeeded in life. But those failures created the foundation for success, the foundation for the man I am today. And I still face those. The only thing is that today I deal with them much better than I did when I was a young man. It's part of your growth, part of your maturity. Number 4, own your mistakes. You make them. I still do. My wife, she knows it. I'm quick to apologize. Sometimes, man, we apologize for things we don't even know what we did. That's a joke. Help me out here. But own your mistakes. It's okay to apologize. And sometimes, apology is not enough. Sometimes we have to ask for forgiveness. I've earned the trust of my members in the fire department. I had no aspirations of ever being a chief officer. I was a captain. I was happy to be that. But I knew that I had a higher calling in our department, our community. And when I was appointed fire chief, my number 1 mission was to earn the trust of all my members. And we do that by acknowledging your mistakes and apologizing or asking for forgiveness when it's needed. That's what builds trust. And here's the last one. I live by this one. Never forget where you come from. Never forget where you come from. I was born in Mexico, but that's not my country. This is my country. This is where I was raised. But I have not forgotten it. I love the people. I love the culture of Mexico. I love my Mexican music, the culture, the food, every part of it. But I know what it is not to have. I know what it is to be hungry. I know what it is to go to school with holes in your shoes and dirty underwear and be made fun of. I have not forgotten that. And I always will try to help my fellow citizens, whether it's my family or just somebody who's down and out. When you don't forget where you come from, you still get invited to birthday parties and bautismos and quinceañeras and weddings, and just flat out barbecues. Then you know you're doing something good, right? So I want to close by saying to you that I am super proud of you. Even though I don't know you, I am super proud of you, and I'm proud and honored to be here this evening. The sky's the limit for you guys, all right? Decide what you want, aim at something, and go get it. Go make it happen. But be willing to sacrifice. Get uncomfortable. Get out of your comfort zone. Be awkward. Be nervous. You're not competing against anybody but yourself. I would not be here if I did not believe that. Thank you so much. God bless you all.
Thank you so much, Chief Lopez. Deeply appreciate what you shared with us this evening. I apologize for my mess. Please forgive me. Good evening, everybody. My name is Christian Fine. I'm a teacher for Watsonville, Aptos, Santa Cruz Adult Education. I'd like to introduce you to someone this evening, one of my students. I'd like to tell you a little bit about her first. Her name is Victoria Still. She came to my classroom last August, and she waged a campaign on her own terms, on her own pace, while earning her GED. She worked full-time, completed a class at Cabrillo College. She was sick twice. And not unlike any of these other people in gowns and caps, she is a powerhouse of determination. It is my great pleasure to introduce to you Victoria Still. She's going to come up here and have a few words with you.
Thank you so much, Christian, for your kind words. Good evening, everyone, and thank you for joining us here to celebrate the 2024 graduating class at Watsonville Aptos Santa Cruz Adult Education. I am so proud of each and every one of us. We have all overcome many obstacles and proven that age is no barrier to success. We have shown that it is never too late to pursue your dreams, and that with determination and perseverance, anything is possible. So congratulations, graduates, on this incredible accomplishment. We now have the world in our hands, and I can't wait to see the things we will achieve. I truly hope that our stories can inspire others to step out of their comfort zone, embrace challenges, and never stop learning. So on behalf of all the students here today, I want to give a huge thank you to the teachers, counselors, and faculty at Adult Education
for helping us grow, and for always being there. And of course, thank you to our friends and family for the unwavering support. We really couldn't have done it without you all. Today is a new beginning. It is the first day of the rest of our lives, and it is now time to celebrate our hard work and look forward to what's coming next. Thank you.
Now we're going to start the awards, the scholarships. And I'm going to start with Brandon Kruger. Brandon Kruger was a student with disabilities who attended Aptos High School. And he had many challenges throughout his schooling. But when he got to Aptos High School, the students really embraced him, and he was crowned the homecoming king. But he had all of these challenges. He had disabilities. It was tough for him. But he was determined to graduate. And in 2015, he did. And he pursued art. What did he do? He sold his pieces of art in order to give back to others. Brandon now gives annual awards to 2 students at all of our school graduations who have exhibited perseverance. This is Brandon's way of sharing with the community. The adult education students are Amir, Samir, Aziz, and Jacqueline Silva. Can you come up, please? This is a special award, never gives up. Our next scholarship is from Bay Federal Credit Union. And you may not know about Bay Federal Credit Union. You know that hey, you put money in the bank there. But it started in 1957 with 8 teachers right here at Watsonville High who believed in helping people, and they applied for a credit union charter. And in 1983, Santa Cruz County Teachers Federal Credit Union, the name was changed to Bay Federal. And Bay Federal has continued their commitment to education, and they gave us a scholarship. Today there are over 7 branches in the Tri-County area. This is very near and dear to my heart because that initial $50 loan started in 1957, in which my mom, Louise Milisich, was one of the initial 8 people. So it's with great pride that we present and enthusiasm that I present this scholarship to Mateo Sandoval.
Bienvenidos. Good evening, everybody. I'm going to continue giving the scholarships, and I just want to say it's such a privilege presenting these scholarships to honor all the hard work the awardees have put forth this year. And also, I'd like to thank, I'm very gracious to all our sponsorship donors for their support in encouraging these awardees to further their education and training. They're really needed, and they really will put it to good use. Our next scholarship is the Darlene Sales Memorial Scholarship, and I'm going to call upon Dana Sales to present it.
Good evening, everyone. Darlene Sales was my little sister, and she did, she always behaved in school, was loved by everyone, her teachers and fellow students. She had learning issues that held her back a little bit because of an illness when she was an infant. But she ended up getting, when Moss Mac, which is, as McDonald's, came to town, I was the real estate agent. And I actually talked to Tila, the owner of Moss Mac, and my sister got a job at McDonald's. And she was one of those people who would not mince words. She never gave up, which is why she did well in school. But what really worked for her at McDonald's was she was true to what she believed. And if she would work with people and they were doing something wrong or seeing parents and they weren't taking care of their kids, it kind of made the owners cringe a little bit because she would give them her opinion. Well, it turned out that they learned to love her. And the people she worked with learned to love her. And that illness she had when she was an infant came back, and we lost her a few years ago. But the staff at McDonald's was so impressed by the way she worked, but more importantly by the way she affected the lives of the people around her. And because of that, they created the Darlene, let me make sure I get it right, because when she was growing up, we called her by her Filipino nickname, Debbie. The Darlene Sales Memorial. And it's with that spirit of being true to yourself and working hard, which got you here, that I present this scholarship to Romulo Ferreira.
At this time, I'd like to call Teresita Marciello, our ESL Department Chairperson, to introduce the Edith Trontno Scholarship.
Once upon a time, there was a wonderful teacher named Edie Trotno who taught here for many years. She was much loved by her students and by all the teachers. Sadly, she passed away from breast cancer the day after Christmas in 2010 at the age of 54. As a memorial to their dear daughter, her parents set up a scholarship to honor the students Edie taught and loved so much throughout her career, and to help those in the future. Thanks to the Trotno family and John and Yelka Basor, I am honored now to present the Edith Trotno Memorial Scholarship to Ignacio Avalos.
Now I'd like to call Dana Sales once again. Come on up, Dana. And he's going to present the Moss Mac McDonald Scholarship.
One of the interesting things about working with Moss Mac or McDonald's is I got to know them very well because, as I mentioned, I was their real estate broker. And what was really, they decided to choose me because I was a relatively new real estate agent at the time. But they chose me because I was dedicated to education. I was a school board trustee. And they loved the fact that I put so much value on people learning. And Tila Guerrero, the owner who I worked with, who is still with Mosmac, her son Martin now runs the company, got me involved in McDonald's scholarships program, where I would go and actually visit different counties and help them judge people to get scholarships. And through her, I introduced her to some organizations that needed money because she wanted to give money to help give scholarships and support to students and teachers and schools. And one thing that has been true to this day, over 30 years later, is in the back of her heart, or probably throughout her heart, it's all about education and helping people achieve. So it's with great pleasure I give this scholarship on behalf of Mosmac McDonald's to Naomi Medina.
Thank you, Dan. Over the years, the Pajaro Valley Trust has donated so many scholarships to our students in the health career pathways. We are grateful to the Pajaro Valley Health Trust for their mission to our local community. We thank them for supporting our students with scholarships so that they continue training and so they continue the education and training in health career-related fields. So right now, I'd like to call up the scholarship winners. Vanessa Holder. Jessica Lopez. Johanna Estefani Madera. María de Jesús Ponciano Morales. And Vanessa Rodriguez. Next up, we have the scholarship from the Seroptimus International of Watsonville. Excuse me, the Red Heart Memorial Scholarship, and Nancy Bilicic, our director, will present.
So, Rita DeHart. You probably wonder, who in the heck is Rita DeHart? I'll tell you. She was 95 years young. She served on the Powell Valley Unified School District Board for more than 20 years. She taught at Calabasas, Rolling Hills Middle School. She landed in the Social Studies Department at Watsonville High. That's where I met her. And then she even taught adult education for over 10 years. I also met her when she was on the union. Boy, I was a principal at the school and she was a union rep. We had fun with that one. But Rhea was in education for over 41 years, and part of that was serving as the Powell Valley Federation of Teachers Union president. After retirement, Rhea was a Powell Valley Unified Board member. She also was on the City of Watsonville Recreation Department. She was a commissioner. She was president of the Adult School Community Advisory Council. And in 2021, the Green Valley Center was named in her honor. Her family came, it was really a nice ceremony. And it's my, you know Rhea, oh my gosh. She's an icon in our community. And our board really appreciated her many, many years. So it's my privilege to present the Rhea DeHart Memorial Scholarship, donated by Bay Federal Credit Union and Mosmoc, to Ellie Garcia and Mary Martinez Zuniga. Our next scholarship is Seroptimus International of Watsonville. And it's my honor and privilege to present to you my mentor, Pat Donahue. One of my first jobs was with the City of Watsonville in the Recreation Department, and Pat was the director. And that's where my career actually started. I was just a kid popping popcorn, I was doing all kinds of crazy things. But I worked Parks and Rec for a long time. And Pat, she's had numerous offices in the Seroptimus, but the most prestigious one was when Pat was the president of Seroptimus International of the Americas. That included 1,300 clubs in North and South America, Japan, Taiwan, Korea, the Philippines, and she was right here in our community. Outstanding. So let's welcome Pat Donahue, who is currently the president of Seroptimus International of Watsonville.
Good evening. So you may wonder, what is this word seroptimist? It's a coined word from Latin, Greek, those old languages that none of us speak anymore. Soro and opta meaning best for women. So Seroptimus International is a worldwide organization of women supporting women and girls. We want to empower them in economic and social development. And we do that providing access to education through scholarships and financial rewards. We have provided 2 scholarships for every high school in Powell Valley School District this year, and additionally have awarded 3 ladies at Career College financial awards to further their education. And I'm very pleased tonight to present 2 scholarships to your students. Would Adriana Rocha Fernandez and Victoria Still please come to the podium?
The next person we have is Michael Jones, who is with the Rotary of Watsonville. And Michael has attended, I think, every adult education graduation ever since I can remember. We've been colleagues for many years. He was principal in our district, and he's also a Rotarian, and is here to present the award today.
Good evening, Watsonville, Aptos, Santa Cruz Adult Education graduating class of 2024. Family and friends, adult school educators, and community members. I would like to extend congratulations to all of tonight's graduates for this important achievement. My name is Michael Jones, and I am a member of the Rotary Club of Watsonville. I am honored to present 2 scholarships to the deserving members of your graduating class. Rotary clubs bring together dedicated individuals to exchange ideas, build relationships, and take action to support our community. Here in Watsonville, Rotary members take pride to be celebrating over 96 years of service to our community and to Rotary International. Our Watsonville Rotary Club's special focus is support of the youth of our community. This year, we are awarding over $12,000 in scholarships to graduates at schools here in the Pajaro Valley. And I'd just like to blow off my script here a little bit and say that the Watsonville Rotary invites all of you to our meetings. You're welcome anytime. If you come, I'll be your host and buy you lunch. We have an interesting program, and we do lots of fun things. So if you're interested in Rotary, please come by. We meet at the Elks Club on Martinelli and East Lake, Wednesdays at 12 o'clock. Tonight's recipients will receive a $1,000 scholarship to further their education. It is my honor and privilege to award Rotary Club of Watsonville Education Scholarships to the following graduates: Alondra Hernandez Mares, and Yesenia Cedeno.
Scholarship is the Friends of Watsonville Aptos Santa Cruz Adult Education. Every year we receive donations from various community partners, benevolent businesses and organizations, and members of our community to help support our students further their education and careers. We are grateful to these Friends of Adult Education for their continued support of our programs and students. This year's scholarship recipients are Cristina Acosta and Benjamin Vargas.
We are so fortunate that we collaborated with Maria Elena de la Garza, the CEO of the Community Action Board of Santa Cruz, and also Kate Heineken. Together, we were one of 64 nationwide citizenship instruction and naturalization application services, we call it CINIS grants, to improve the number of citizens in our community. Tonight, we recognize our citizenship students. So if you could please rise and come across here and we'll recognize you. So come up here, go to Eric. Yes.
Thank you. We'll start off with Norma Alvaros Martinez. Here. Edgar Alvarez Maya. Liliana Covarrubia Sánchez. Silvia Lucatero. Itzel Mendoza. Mario Navarro López. María de Los Ángeles Osario Macías. Pablo Pérez. Yolanda Reyes. María Rosales de Ángel. Melissa Ron Wang. María Soto. Joanna Wade. José Luis Velázquez Becerra. Zoila Antonia Lagunas. Petra Montoya.
Let's have a huge round of applause for our students. And now, we're going to listen to Juan Carlos again. But you're going to listen to things you can't believe. He is amazing. Let's hear it.
Well, the first time Nancy invited me to play, I don't remember how many years ago, but since that day, for some reason I choose to play this song. The first time. And I think those school is very strong on solid traditions. So I kept the tradition, and every time there's a graduation, my good friend Nancy asked me to play again this song. So, because it's tradition and I love traditions too, they are great. I'm gonna play a song that is called Pájaro Campana. That is a song from Paraguay that usually is played in arpa and cuatro. But I'm gonna play it with a Bolivian and Peruvian instrument which is called la quena. This is rosewood, but usually quenas were made out of bone. The bones of the enemies. That sounded better. Or the bone of a condor, the big bear, the condor. That's why the condor pasa, which is one of the most famous songs in Peru, is called with the, is played with the quena. And Pájaro Campana is a pájaro in South America that the flute is trying to imitate the sound of this bird that lives in the selvas of El Amazonas and the surroundings of Paraguay. So this is Pájaro Campana. Gracias.
I'd like to take a moment, first of all, what can we say about this talented guy? Oh my gosh, amazing, truly amazing. And I think you get better every year. But you still have that talent. And we appreciate it, thank you. I'd like to take a moment to share with you a little bit about Senator Laird and Assembly Member Rivas. We're extremely lucky that Senator John Laird lives in Santa Cruz and has a special interest in adult education. Unfortunately, Senator Laird is in Sacramento working, but he sent these beautiful certificates for each one of you. So in addition to what we're giving you, you're getting one from the state of California with Senator Laird. So that's, that's a lot. It means a lot to him. He's sorry he couldn't be here to give it to you personally. On the other hand, Assemblymember Rivas, Speaker of the Assembly, Robert Rivas, he's also in Sacramento, and he sent Dominic Dursa to represent him. And Dominic came tonight. The Assembly has also provided special certificates for each of you, and Speaker Rivas has also been a strong supporter of adult education. And we gratefully appreciate both of these gentlemen for their hard work in Sacramento and for what they do for our community. Let's have a round of applause. So now we're going to start with our pre-apprenticeship. We are very lucky to have the program be part of our school in conjunction with the Labor Training and Retraining Trust Fund from Northern California. Please welcome Jose Mendez, who is our instructor.
Thank you very much, Dr. Blumenthal. Okay, we've got a bunch of goodies to hand out, so be ready to carry two bags with you. Okay, here we go. The first one is Carlene Cuevas. Okay, next one, Christopher Harper. Two bag over here, on this side. Hold on. center, Ivory, Renee. Mateo, how are you? Okay, last one, but not forgotten. And Amin. Well, that's it, but before I leave the stage, I'd like to say a few words. Como me dijo la madre mía hace muchos años atrás, y todavía no lo recuerdo, tengo 67 años, todavía me recuerdo lo que me dijo la madre mía cuando era pequeño. ¿Prefieres sacrificar 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 años de tu vida o el resto de tu vida? Don't forget that. Thank you.
So walking across the stage is Zach Harrington. And Zach is completing his second year at the adult school and represents the only cosmetology program in the entire Santa Cruz County. Let's welcome. So cosmetology students, would you stand, come on up?
Buenas noches.
Cosmetology.
Congratulations, you guys. Just want to let everybody know, going to cosmetology school is not what you think. So if you think it's just curls and makeup, it is, but they also have to do a big textbook, every single chapter, every workbook, every word. They've done it all together. They've worked together. We speak English and Spanish in cosmetology. They're teaching me Spanish. I'm teaching them some hair. They're teaching me how to stay young. They're teaching me how to stay fresh. So I think it's an exchange of teaching. So you guys should all be very proud of yourselves and remember that you teach us every day being your teachers. So thank you also for teaching us. And if I embarrass you guys, I'm so sorry. But so first we have Celeste Arroyo. Brenda Avila. Next we have Maria de Jesus. Ruby Ponce. Amelia Sanchez. This is Zoe from Celeste, Savannah Cabras. And we have Marie Smith. Congratulations. I want to thank Pajaro because I obviously have a big friend here who helped me work, and he also completed a 1,000-hour cosmetology program.
We are so fortunate to have a wide variety of healthcare offerings at our school. None of this would be possible without our healthcare department chair, Connie Williams. Yeah, Connie is a registered nurse, and the program has blossomed under her leadership. So Connie will introduce the healthcare students.
It's my pleasure to introduce the health career students. I would ask the administrative medical assistant students to stand up first and come to the stage.
The one by the stairs.
Jessica Lokins. Garcia Munoz. Elizabeth Ortega. Evelyn Hernandez. Ellis Victor Hernandez. Can we have the certified nurse assistant students come to the stage now? Mary Martinez Nicholas. Naomi Medina. Johanna Malara. Now the clinical medical assistant students. Christina Acosta. Siglali Figueroa Lopez. Vanessa Reed Holder. Leah Ortiz. Vanessa Rodriguez. Denise Rush. Now I'm going to have the dental assistant students come to the stage? And then can we have the EKG students come to the stage? Adriel Garcia. Jamie Garcia. Paola Hernandez Torres. Daniela Perez. And last but not least, may I have the pharmacy technician students come to the stage? Alejandrina Castro. Anissa Gomez. Jasmine Gomez Perez. Danica Parunga. Marissa Serrano. Alyssa Gabrielle Lee.
It's time for the GED High Set graduates who have worked diligently with their teachers, and also Dora, who operates the only GED testing center in Santa Cruz County. Let's have a hand of applause for Dora. Christian Fine, the instructor, will introduce the students.
Ignacio Avalos, ISEC. Yesenia Cedeno. Jesus David Cruz Treto. Clara Patricia Turan. Logan Duran, ISEC. Risa Marisol Fernandez Rivera. Angel Giovanni Paniagua. Ramses Amaro Gomez Perez. Dulce Estela Hernandez Vélez. Leobardo Marín Tomás. Magdalena Serrano de Cervantes. Victoria Dominique Still. Francis Sushi Ventura Alfaro. Eileen Esther Ruiz Diaz. Romulo Manuel Noya Forero. María de Jesús Anciano Morales. Adriana Rocha Hernández. Edson Alfonso Rodriguez.
And now, the high school students. Oh boy, they've had tremendous perseverance, consistently strive to graduate. We are so proud of your determination. Christian, announce who they are. Come on, high school students, come on up.
Eric Alberto. Ahmad Samir Aziz. Mario Guadalupe Cuevas. April Dean. Fernando Bernie Hernandez. Nayeli Ellie Garcia. Jesse Christopher Guzman. Alondra Hernandez Mares. Jovelit Rincon Juarez.
Well, here we go, all the graduates. There's only one little part left. And that's where I, as a director, verify that the members of the class of 2024, whose names have been called, have successfully completed and satisfied all the requirements of the state of California and the Powder Valley Unified School District for their high school diploma and/or GED, and are therefore eligible to receive their diplomas, which you have. I'm proud to present the class of 2024.
Congratulations, students, on your years of commitment to reach graduation today. And on behalf of the state of California and the Pajaro Valley Unified School District Board of Trustees, I accept this class 2024 Students, please rise. And you may now move your tassels to the left. Congratulations.
It's official. You did it. You have the recessional music. We have the music so they can march out. They can leave before everybody else. Graduates, you may leave. Congratulations.
¿Se quiere brincar por ahí el güey?
I heard that you guys are traveling on it.